Hey guys, Sean here from Fishing Photography by Sean. So this is going to be my another tips and tricks sort of video for landscape photography. This episode I'm going to talk about sky. Um, in any Sky is like one of the most common element in any sort of landscape photography. Yes, there are photos without any sky in the frame and whatnot, but it's still sky is one of the most uh, element in any landscape photo. So it's important to have really nice sky in your shot. That makes it a lot better. So what I did was basically I'll show you two sets of photo. In my first set, I took a bunch of shots using my phone. Every time I see a kind of skies that I wanted to include in the video, I just took it. Excuse me. When you see the first sets of photo, don't judge them based on photographer point of view. I know the frame is terrible. There are lots of unnecessarily stuff in the photo. Um, just look at the sky part. So what I did was basically I took a bunch of shots that I wouldn't want them in my photo. I would try better sky, meaning they're like washed out, like really bright cloudy, or like total blue. I mean, total blue sky is okay, I guess, time to time, but I prefer um, skies with mix of or combination of cloud and blue sky. I feel like that adds a lot of drama in your shot, makes it a lot more interesting. That's my first sets of shot. Some of the skies that I would want in my shot, some of the skies that I wouldn't want in my shots. In the second sets of photos, um, I took a bunch of shots as a photographer or try to make it nice, and I try to include kind of the skies that I do want in my photos. So if you want to judge them, feel free to judge them based on photographer point of view. Let me know if you like it or not. If you think some of the shots could have been better or whatnot. Any tips, suggestion, I always welcome criticism. So feel free to judge all you want to for the second shots. So that being said, let's jump into it and let's take a look at some of the shots. I do hope you like this video, learn some new stuff, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Alright guys, so let's take a look at some of the examples that I'm talking about. So as I mentioned before, please don't judge any pictures from this folder as a photographer point of view. If you want to judge them, judge all these pictures in this folder, which I'll show you in a minute. So let's go with um, the example shots with terrible framing. So let me open up this application. So let's go there. Here we go. Let's see, how do I use this application? I never used it before. Oh, okay. So I guess that's how you go to the next photo. All right. So take a look at this photo. I mean, look at the sky. Not much going on. I mean, there's some clouds drama going on here, but really here overexposed, washed out, and not much really going on in the sky. So I wouldn't want this kind of photo. um, Probably not. Another one, not really nothing really much going on over here. And here's another one. Well, first of all, let me do apologize for this. um, I just wanted to take a picture and show you that yes, there are some clouds, but really not much. It's kind of dull, and of course this made it worse, but forget about this for now. Just look at this part, and as you can see, not much going on. So I wouldn't want this in my photo either. Another shot, some activities here, some clouds and stuff, but most of the space is pretty blue. Now here, this is kind of like, excuse me, this is something that I'm talking about. This is the kind of sky that I prefer always in my shot, but again, it's not enough over here. Majority of the sky is total blue only. But over here you see combination of clouds and blue sky part. Another example, I wouldn't want that. This is terrible. This is just Straight up white. I mean, really, there is nothing for me. I would totally avoid this. Another shot. Yep, yep, nope, nope. Now here, this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of the sky that I always want to include in my shot. As you can see, there are lots of cloud and lots of blue sky. Everything's combination is great. And you can see that this adds lots of drama in your shot. Now over here, I know there isn't much cloud going on over here and everything, but the reason I included this photo or took this photo is because of the color. A lot of time, especially early morning when the sun rises, or late afternoon or late evening when the sun is about to set, it gets really colorful. Some places it gets like crazy colorful and beautiful. So I just wanted to show you the color here. So I mean, I know it's not a whole lot, but at least there are some. So if we can include this, that would be nice. Beautiful. Another same shot. And again, excuse me for this sun part, but this is not bad, this part. I think we're back to photo 1. Yeah, so now that I showed you some of the kind of the skies that I'm talking about, let me show you second sets where I took pictures as a photographer, and let me show you what I'm, in an example. So whoops, sorry, what did I do? Here we go. So this is I took this shot from the plane through the window. I think I was over Middle East somewhere, and flying by, and I saw this lots of cloud below us, and I felt like that's really beautiful. I love this drama over here. I just really like this shot. Shot. This is dark sky, but anyway. What happened? I think I missed one shot. What's I don't know why this software is so slow. Go to the next shot. Here we go. So here's the kind of sky. I know it wasn't really in focus. I just wanted to have this in the foreground and try to include this kind of sky, but I know it didn't really come out well, but oh well. Now here's an example of an HDR shot. So what happened was I had my camera on a tripod, and within literally the same frame, I think I took about 11 or 13 shots, something like that. I don't remember exactly how many. And then later on I combined them all into one shot, and all the pictures, same aperture, same focal length, everything. The only difference in the exposure level, shutter speed. So sometime in one of the shot I try to focus the amount of exposure here, and then one here with exposure over here, exposure here, here and there. So try to take a shot where I try to expose different section of the photo and then put them all together. I'll make another video later on how to do HDR photography, and I'll show you some more examples. I love this kind of sky. Again, this is a tidal basin. Jefferson Memorial is somewhere over here. This is one of my most favorite place for fishing. That's the bridge, and I think if I am not mistaken, I think this is two shots stitched up to one shot. I just wanted to include as much sky as I could, just for fun, just wanted to take a picture. Here is another example of HDR. Same idea, same technique. Expose. When I was exposing, I was focusing this part. What is the exposure for this place, and then one exposure here, one exposure there, and then basically combine them all together. I really like this photo. I think it came out really well. I wish I had a bigger frame, or excuse me, wider frame, to include more reflection here, but oh well. Another HDR photo of the tidal basin. That's my point of view, and just wanted to include this beautiful sky. And remember the color that I was talking about? So this is one of the shot like that. It was beautiful. I loved the day. It was really nice, and I think this was at the end of the day, sometime around like 8:30 or something over the summer. This is one of my favorite lake for fishing as well. I catch a lot of fish here, and also really get great place for wildlife photography because lots of fishing birds show up here. Um, I have some really cool shots that I took from here. Another HDR of Potomac. This is from Sterling, Virginia, Algonquin Park. HDR as well, and as you can see, there's some stuff over here going on. Here, this is I try to have this as my foreground object, point of interest, and the plane over here, and with my kind of preferred sky. Then I realized it's not really strong photo. It didn't really come out as I don't know how to say it, too attractive, I guess. uh, the the object in the foreground wasn't really clear. It's basically fallen tree, big tree or something. Same shot but wider, and I just wanted to have this in the middle and then overhanging branches on both sides. This is an IR photo, which another term for infrared photography. This is what's the place? Great Falls. This is Great Falls. I believe I use a 17 millimeter full frame lens, so it's kind of big. Um, Came out okay. Here's the thing though, when you do long exposure, uh, this kind of change because the clouds are moving. I believe I took this shot for 30 seconds, so because the clouds are constantly moving, you're gonna have sense of motion in the sky as well, along with this, excuse me, uh, smooth water. Here, this is one of my most favorite shot of all time. I love this shot. This is another example of infrared photography. Again, also this is also Great Falls. Just so you know, this is not some weird colored trees. These are green, but because of the infrared, they changed, and the foliage came out as purple. Uh, I really really love this shot. It's one of my most favorite. I got a lot of awards and stuff for this one. All right, this is another one of my most favorite shot as well. Uh, Algonquin Park as well. The Potomac is somewhere running this line to my left, and I really love this kind of sky. It was gorgeous that day. I wish I could do long exposure here, but I didn't have my filter. Uh, Not what was the term that you use for daylight long exposure? NR filter or something? I can't remember. Wow, I used it so many times, but I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, there is a filter basically that stops your light, and I didn't have it with me. I guess I'm trying to say, and so I couldn't really do long exposure, but I still love this photo. It's really one of my most favorite shot. All right, I guess that's it. So like I said, you can always use washed out, cloudy days, cloudy sky, or like total blue sky. There is nothing wrong with that. It's just that my prefer kind of sky in a landscape is that combination of both. So um, I try to include that, but yes, I do include the other kind of pictures as well, other kind of skies. Depends on the kind of photo that I'm taking. But mostly I prefer these kind of clouds and stuff. So I hope you guys like this, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more photos like this. And thank you for watching.